What's up guys, it's Koi back with another video. We're here with the Q&A slash update video. Sorry it took so long to make this video. I had a lot of plans. I wanted to, go outside, maybe think of some creative way to do this video, but it didn't really work out. Never really ended up going anywhere, and I didn't really have an idea. I feel like this is the type of video where you do more comfortably, especially after what happened today. Kind of just want to get this out. Yeah, so what happened today is I left Hype, so this kind of affects a lot of the answers that I'm going to be giving. A little shocking to a lot of people, but I guess I'll get into why in a little bit. Yeah, so I'm kind of just over here in my bed really quickly, comfortably. My setup is over there, but I want you to see my whole messy room right now and change up the scenery a little bit from the last video. If you haven't seen that, well, I don't know if I'll link it, but it's like unlisted. It was just like me watching all of my edits and whatnot. Hope you can hear me alright. I would think you can. Got a new mic cover thing for my mic on my camera. But let's just get straight into the Q&A. There's only a couple questions, but they're pretty good questions. I think I'll answer all of them. If not, I'll just cut it out of the video. I'm not really comfortable with a lot of going outside and stuff yet. I'm still kind of new to this vlogging thing or personality type stuff. I have a very monotone voice and shy personality, so I feel like it's something I can work on, just very slowly. So first question from Viet is, what's the better team you're leading, Hype or Enter? Obviously, Hype is the better team. No questions. Not to bash anybody, but they're just doing more things. They're an organization, they're a business, they're a company. And they're doing really well. I think they're the most underrated team right now. Obviously, they're underrated is defined differently for a lot of people, but they get a lot of hate and stuff like that for the things that they are doing, and I don't think it's fair, because they are absolutely killing it, and give it a year at least, it'll be a top tier team. What made you start editing? I don't think anything in particular made me start editing. If I were to share the whole story, I've always watched like FaZe and stuff. I think the first video I ever watched on YouTube, I was 8 years old, and I watched Tabes, and he was doing like a new gameplay on MW2 or something.
And this time we got some domination on high rise.
And then, so that's just some background of I've been involved for a very long time, but I think so I used to watch montages and stuff is what I'm saying, and then I think one day I was doing Destiny. I was doing a Destiny like challenge or something. I was with my IRL friend, and we were doing like a who can edit the better montage, and we both had basic like knowledge of editing, just because of like things we've learned from like making funny videos of each other and in our digital media classes in middle school. So we both had like a little bit of knowledge, and we just did what we could, and afterwards I really enjoyed doing it, and I learned that you could use After Effects to make montages more cool or whatever, so I just put time into learning it, got really good at it, because at the time I did a lot of graphic design, sort of. I mean, obviously not good at all, but I did it for people often, very basic graphics, Photoshop, and so I moved into After Effects a little bit. Was mind-blowing at first, but just kept at it. Once you learn the timeline of After Effects, you that's like the most confusing part, because it's layer-based, not like next to each other. But yeah, what got me into editing? Nothing in particular, just kind of just started. If you could be any YouTuber for a week, who would it be? I don't watch a lot of YouTube anymore. I think gaming, I do enjoy gaming videos a lot, but like only people who do it good, and because gaming videos have detoured a lot from the way they used to be. I still enjoy like the older style a lot more. Um, but if I were to pick a YouTuber and I had to like live their life, maybe in a general perspective, Casey Neistat is like the go-to guy. He's like a really cool go-getter or whatever. I don't know. He has a really cool workshop and a really unique style, and he's just lived a really cool life on a skateboard, and it looks really entertaining. How long have you been editing? I've only, so I think I took my first editing class or my digital media class in 6th grade. So I was like 12 years old when I first opened up, we used Premiere, I think. And then, before that, I knew how to use like Windows Movie Maker when I was like 8 or 9 years old, because I used to make videos I used to record my Bakugan collection. At the time, my first ever YouTube channel I made myself was back then 2008, and it was called XXX Triple XXX, because that was at the time when everybody quick scopes and had X's in their name. I thought they were really cool, and afterwards I had that YouTube channel for a couple months, and my mom found out that XXX is not a very appropriate term, and I had no idea. I just thought it looked cool, so that channel got deleted. And then I can't remember if I knew how to do anything before that, but I've been on YouTube since I was like 5 or 6. But as far as seriously editing goes, like montage and things, my whole involvement online, coming up on a little over 2.5 years I've been editing. Obviously there's a lot of breaks in between. It's not like every day. What was your most favorite memory from either being in the entire editing community or any community in general? It's a very large question. I would say my favorite time doing this whole experience thing was probably in the Destiny community, like at its prime time, when I met a lot of the people that kind of made my start, I guess. So Despondent and all those guys in Tier 1 was probably one of my happiest times. Can't remember how I was in real life at the time, but I do remember that being like something I was super proud of, developing my name in the community then. COG community, not so much. Who inspired you to edit? I don't think anybody really inspired me to edit again. Kind of started with my one friend challenged me to make a montage, but I would say, like, I used to watch all the phase montages and Optic, so all of those guys, whoever edited those. I'm kind of a new gen in terms of involvement, so I can't remember some of those editors, but whatever. Maybe continuing to inspire me. I feel like that's also a very vague question, because the development of the community, there's like styles, each year has that sort of standard where like you might be the best editor then, but it's a little bit different in terms of now. Like someone who started editing like a year ago and now, compared to someone who started editing like 4 years ago and now, they are completely different, not only in terms of style just because they're different people, but because of the way they were brought up. There's a lot, not only less information that was available 2 years ago and less people to teach you, but like the programs and what people liked back then, how the games operated, the tools available. The people who continued to up the standards are the people that inspire me. I don't think I want to list any names right now. What is the most creative edit you've ever seen? I would say the most creative edit I've ever seen off the top of my head would be Reboot by Cherry. Before that was also Ramona by Cherry. Now that's a little bit of a debatable edit because a lot of people would disagree with me. It was based on the Scott Pilgrim movie, and I just thought like the whole every transition was super amazing. I think he spent like 8 months on this reboot edit, and I don't know how to describe that. It's just insane. Everything about it just goes super hard in. I think my other favorite editor right now is Starker. He kind of developed a style that a lot of people follow right now, and it's so clean, and I really like that style. Actually, I think it's Holori, however you say that. Um, every transition in that edit's super cool too. Um, and there's a whole bunch of edits out there that are uncomparable in so many different ways. What are some of your future goals? So some of my future goals, well, so after I just left Hype, that opens up questions on exactly what I want to do. Right now, I got accepted into my number one film school that I applied to, New York Film Academy in Los Angeles. I got accepted after work out the details on how I actually go there, obviously, but that's huge for me, and I really want to pursue film, so I will be hopefully, I don't know, just putting my career towards that direction. Everything I do want it to involve filmmaking in a way, if I possibly can, just so I improve and improve and improve. As far as these next few months go, I have to finish out my senior year. I do really enjoy video game editing still. I have this thing where I enjoy it when I do it, but I have really bad sleeping schedule and physical health problems. I don't know, it's very draining for me to edit a lot. But I haven't really met my peak in the community yet. I still want to release a bunch of edits that I'm satisfied with, so I'll be continuing to do that as best as I can. If I had the opportunity to, I would love to work in the industry, or work in the esports industry as a videographer or some sort of video media production guy. That's a little bit where I'm torn, is I want to focus on film, and I think that would be something that I would love to do as something in my life, or film concerts or music or whatever, all these different things. I think they're so exciting, but I have to put my focus towards one thing. Maybe I can do these things now because I can be a movie guy for the rest of my life, but this is more like a younger age type thing in esports. But we'll just see where it takes me. I don't think I plan on joining any teams now. I'm gonna still focus on Enter. Obviously, that's gonna take long time, but I want to keep it steady. I don't really mind it not blowing up, but we want it to be a stable group, and we just kind of enjoy it being in the community. But it would be a lot of work if it blew up and we had to pursue that kind of business level even higher, and I think we're pretty happy with where we're at right now. And I plan to develop Aether. We're working on a lot of new things. Don't really want to speak on any of it, but I have a lot of plans for that. We're gonna do some new things with this year if I can, and then when I have money one day, I definitely want to build that into a real studio one day. If I had to pick a team that I would go for, it would probably be Soar. I think they're the best fit for me, but it's just really up there, and I don't really know, even if I believe that it's the best fit for me, how well of a fit it really is. I don't know, I'm just so lost in this community these days. Obey is obviously number one for all the editors in the community, but their direction is kind of off in a place that's a little far-fetched because their standards are the highest in the community. And one sec, my camera is alright. The camera was lighting up red. Oh, it still is. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but yeah, if I could join Obey, even if I got the offer, I couldn't tell you my answer right now. I just have so many things going on in my life right now. Maybe one day later and down the road, but right now it's just really hard for me to decide. I just plan to grind and improve the best I can, release the best content I can, and end goal is the movie industry. I want to be a director, win an Oscar one day, and that's my lifetime goal. That's about my only plan. Can we get married when you graduate? Well, I'll be 18 by then. I'm not sure if there's a legal age by graduating, or legal age to get married, I mean, but we can work something out. What makes you thrive in the community? Now, I'm not sure if this is a question personally for me or in general, but I would have to say in general, what makes you thrive in the community is if you interact with others, you build your reputation, you're consistent, you're always improving, you have unique content, so you stand out, and you're killing the standards all the time, continuously raising the bar for everyone else and yourself. It's really difficult to stand out these days. I understand. There's always those people out there who just try to be negative Nancy's and say like, oh, you're not, the next. I think my camera's overheating. I've never recorded this long before. Let me just hurry up then. But yeah, just like grind. That's like the key word here, is to thrive in the community. You just gotta grind. Where do you see yourself in 2 years? Well, in 2 years, considering if I go to school, then I guess I'll still be in school, and hopefully I'll have built a large portfolio. I'm not sure how much I'll be able to involve myself online when I go to this school, or maybe I'll be homeless, who knows, but like, I would hope to have done really well for myself. What's your favorite edit by someone else? I really can't tell you. Reboot obviously is the most creative, like I said, but there's so many different aspects to it, when you include frag movies, montages, edits, whatever the case may be. I don't really want to answer that question. I couldn't even list you a top 10 because more and more edits would just flow in. I can link you, however, my favorite edit playlist if you want to see that. So Sparky says, what's the next step in your editing passion? Are you planning to continue this year, leave, focus on other passions, or what? And are you continuing grinding for bread, leaving Hype, or joining another team? Well, obviously I left Hype already. I don't think I'm joining another team. I wasn't really grinding for bread. I just thought it would be like the next. I don't know what I'm doing, bro. Any team in the community, I'd be happy to work with them. As far as joining, I'm so lost. I don't think it's for me. I think being solo. I think my camera can overheat now if I record for like longer than 20 minutes, so that's a good thing to know. But I probably won't do this often. So I was saying that I think being solo is what I'm meant to do. I did that. Myth was like the first team, like officially, that I ever joined, besides Despondent. And I like before that I was solo the whole time and I was doing just fine. I think I'm only gonna join another bigger org if it's like an actual esports something and I get a job, not like side thing. I'll probably freelance here and there, but as far as orgs go, yeah, I better be full-time. Future of Hype, well, obviously, again, I left Hype, but I don't really want to talk about it. Nothing but love for all of them. But I left mainly because of my goals for the future. And I want to pursue the things that I wanted to do a little bit more, improving and focusing on film and my real life moving forward. As far as what I wanted to do with Hype, well, I wanted to, raise the standards, bring in a lot of better editors that are willing to work at this level, point in the community. After all these years, the standard's so low, nobody's really trying hard, and nobody really cares about the team or any team. So it's really difficult to find dedicated people, but so I wanted to bring in some of those people. I still help out with the Destiny side as that needs some work. But we just want to keep up the uploads, keep up the grind, and I want people to keep supporting them. Are you trying to pursue editing as a career? I wouldn't say so. I would say media as a whole is what career I'm trying to pursue in. Again, film business. But right now, editing as a career, not really. I don't really enjoy editing. I like to do it different stuff that's enjoyable. I've edited a lot of different things compared to other people who've done COD most of the time, and in content editing just isn't really me. I think I enjoy doing it, it's cool, but I'm not really a funny guy, so it doesn't always. I don't think I can do it as well as some other people. So yeah, not really. If you had to take me on a date, where would we go to eat? That probably depends on where we are. I think as far as like my favorite restaurant goes, and it has to be a date, so it's pretty romantic. I don't know. Why do we have to go anywhere fancy these days? All these girls want me to waste my bank account, man. Why can't we just grab a sandwich somewhere or something? That'd be a lot more adventurous. If not Koi, what would you have picked as your alias? Well, my alias before Koi, I really hate saying it because I'm gonna get bullied even more. But I was put on the screen as Macaca. Um, yeah, don't really like how that sounds. I'm not gonna explain why. Um, if I go gamer tags in order, it was my real name's Micaiah, so it was Micaiah Co. Then that account, I forgot the password or something, so I had to make a new Xbox account. Then it was Rare Local Boy, which is like half generated, half suggested words. And then I changed it to DJ Kahuna 808 because Kahuna means like, you know, either grandpa or like big. So I thought that was cool. My dad was a DJ in 808s because I'm Hawaiian. And then after that was Makaka MC, and then I had the MC was from Minecraft because I made a YouTube channel with Minecraft videos, and then MC was like the thing that people did when they didn't get an OG name, and then I found out that I could get the OG name, so I took off the MC, and then I changed my name to Koi, but I didn't know how to, what I could change my name to, so I did Trap Lord Koi for a couple months, and then that got banned after 3 months for somebody reporting it or something, because apparently Trap Lord means drug lord, and I had no idea. I was referring to trap music. I just thought the word sounded cool. And then Xbox, Microsoft generated it to itchypup222 6.69. And then I changed it to Koi the 7th, which was like a little, not really a clan, but a group me and my friends made, where you put your name and you put the and then a number, and we all had like numbers or whatever in our names, and then that kind of fell off. So I was playing Naruto one day, and then I thought it would be funny to change my name to Koi Jutsu, and it was available on everything, so I went with it. It really flows. I really like it. People always say it wrong. They say Jitsu for some reason. I guess the I and the J next to each other is a little confusing, but it's Koi Jutsu, not Jitsu. And I think that was changing my name to Koi was the best decision I ever made, because it's easy to say, hard to mess up. Some people figure out ways to mess it up, don't know how. Fishes are really cool. They're like my favorite fish. Funny to have a favorite fish, right? But they're like really zen and stuff, and I think they just bring a really good vibe, and they're really cool spirited. They mean a lot, and yeah, there's the update on the questions I had. And let me know if you have any more, what kind of videos you want to see. I really want to do more content videos, help my experience get out there for myself and my name. I just try to tell people to DM me about anything, anytime. That's always offer up. Thanks for sticking around for me, and I guess we'll see you in the next video. I'm not really good at this, so bye, peace.